Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought to yourself, I still feel like the same woman inside, yet my reflection seems a little more tired than I remember? It is a tender feeling many of us share. With age comes wisdom and grace, but it also brings changes to our hair that can sometimes make us look older than we truly are. Hair has such quiet power. It can lift us, frame our smile, and add light to our face, or it can weigh us down and make us feel invisible. Which side of that mirror do you find yourself on most days? Welcome to Golden Elder Days, where beauty grows deeper with time and wisdom walks hand in hand with style. Today, we will talk about 6 haircuts that are not about chasing youth, but about honoring who you are now. Each cut is timeless, flattering, and designed for women over 60 who want to feel confident, graceful, and fully alive. Think of this as an invitation to see yourself with fresh eyes, to discover how a small change can renew your presence. As we journey together, I would love to hear from you. Share your age, where you live, a story about your hair, or simply type the number 1 in the comments. Your voice might encourage another woman watching today. And if you find these conversations meaningful, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly explorations of style and confidence. Let us begin. The bob has always been a familiar cut, yet the soft layered bob feels like a fresh chapter. Instead of the flat, severe versions of the past, this style brings movement, fullness, and a gentle frame for the face. Why does it matter so much after 50? Because hair changes with us. It may thin at the crown, lose body at the sides, or fall flat no matter what we do. A one-length bob only highlights those shifts. Layers, on the other hand, disguise them beautifully. They create the illusion of density, they lift the cheeks, and they soften the jawline. Who does it suit best? Almost everyone. A round face can look longer when the length falls just past the chin. Square or heart-shaped faces soften with layers near the cheekbones. Even oval shapes become more dynamic when texture is added. Have you ever noticed how the right angle near your cheek can pull attention to your eyes instead of fine lines? That is the quiet magic of thoughtful layering. And what about color? Silver strands sparkle when light touches different layers, creating depth without extra effort. For women who still color, highlights and lowlights look more vibrant because movement breaks them apart. This style is also forgiving. It air dries gracefully, needs only a round brush for polish, and responds well to a dab of mousse or volumizing spray. It is elegance without fuss. I think of Elaine, a woman who wore a simple flat bob for years. She finally tried a layered version, and suddenly her eyes looked brighter, her smile warmer. Friends could not pinpoint what changed. They only said she seemed renewed. That is the power of the soft layered bob. It does not try to make you look 30 again. It lets you look like the best version of yourself today. The textured pixie has a way of surprising women who thought they could never wear short hair. At first glance, it may look bold, yet in practice it is one of the most flattering cuts after 50. Why? Because it draws the eye upward, sharpens the cheekbones, and elongates the neck. Instead of hair pulling features down, the pixie opens the face and gives it lift. Have you ever noticed how someone suddenly looks more alert, more present, simply because the focus has shifted to their eyes? That is the quiet gift of this style. It suits women who are tired of heavy, lifeless hair or who struggle with thinning. Layering at the crown creates fullness where strands have become sparse, while tapered sides add elegance. Many women who switch say they feel instantly lighter, as if they had been carrying more than just hair on their shoulders. Could something so simple really feel that freeing? The answer is yes. Styling is also much easier than most imagine. A touch of pomade or a quick spray for texture is often all it takes. Sleek for an evening out, tousled for a playful afternoon, polished for work. The pixie adapts to you, not the other way around. But beyond convenience, the real story is emotional. Again and again, women describe the pixie as a rediscovery. They see not just shorter hair, but a woman who is confident, expressive, and unafraid to be visible. A friend once laughed that her pixie felt like a second wind, and in her laughter was truth. Sometimes, a haircut is more than a haircut. It is a reminder that you are still here, vibrant, and fully alive. Shoulder-length hair with face-framing layers is often overlooked because it seems safe, but when shaped with intention, it can be one of the most graceful and energizing cuts for women over 50. Why does it work so well? Because it keeps enough length to feel feminine while removing the bulk that weighs the face down. Too much heaviness can pull features lower, but layers redirect the eye upward, lifting the cheeks and brightening the eyes. Have you ever noticed how a small curve around the cheekbones can suddenly make the whole face look lighter? That is no accident. This style suits women who want softness without the drag of excess length. It creates shape while keeping movement, so the hair never feels stiff. Women with medium to thick hair find it reduces bulk, while those with finer hair gain body from the strategic layering. The cut works with the natural flow of the hair instead of fighting it, and that is why it feels so comfortable. Styling is another strength. You can blow it out with a round brush for bounce, add loose waves for modern ease, or wear it natural and let the layers do the work. Want more polish? Part it deeply to one side. Want more playfulness? Add curtain bangs that melt into the layers. The flexibility makes it feel fresh every time. The secret lies in the way layers catch the light. Silver or salt and pepper strands shimmer with new dimension, while colored hair shows off highlights more vividly. In both cases, the cut gives energy to the look. It does not try to transform you into someone else. It simply refreshes who you already are, making you feel present, soft, and beautifully alive. The modern blunt bob carries a quiet authority that few styles can match. Why does it work so well for women over 50? Because structure equals elegance. As we age, facial contours naturally soften, and this cut restores definition in the most flattering way. A well-cut blunt bob frames the jawline, lifts the cheekbones, and creates a polished silhouette. Have you ever noticed how a tailored blazer instantly sharpens an outfit? The blunt bob does the same, but for your face. Who does this style suit? Women who want a clean, modern edge without feeling harsh. It brings a sense of confidence, almost like saying, "I know who I am." It is not fussy, and it does not pretend to be trendy for the sake of it. It is sleek, chic, and timeless. Styling is one of its strengths. If your hair is straight or slightly wavy, the cut practically styles itself. Air drying works beautifully, and a quick pass with a flat brush can add polish. For days when you want a little drama, a deep side part or a subtle curve under at the ends adds softness. It is low effort, high impact, which makes it appealing to women who value both ease and presence. The difference between the traditional and modern blunt bob is worth noting. The older version was often rigid, sharply angled, and at times unforgiving. Today's take is more wearable. It may have feathered edges, a slight undercut, or an asymmetrical twist that gives it fluidity. The result is structure without severity. The modern blunt bob is not about chasing youth. It is about stepping into clarity. It reminds you that strength and femininity can live in the same frame. And when you wear it, people notice not just your hair, but the confidence behind it. The modern soft shag with curtain bangs is nothing like the wild styles you might remember from the 70s. Today it is softer, lighter, and surprisingly elegant. Why does it work so well for women over 50? Because it adds the kind of movement that looks youthful without looking forced. Layers are placed to build natural lift at the crown, right where hair tends to thin, and they prevent that heavy triangle shape where everything falls flat on top and wide at the bottom. Have you ever looked in the mirror and wished your hair had more life at the roots? This cut answers that wish. Who does it flatter most? Women with personality, women who still feel vibrant and playful. If you find yourself smiling at the thought of a hairstyle that reflects your spark, the shag may be calling your name. Curtain bangs are its most charming detail. They part gently, sweep toward the cheekbones, and frame the eyes with softness. Almost every face shape benefits, from round to oval to square, because the effect is a subtle lift. Styling is refreshingly simple. You can let it air dry and trust the layers to fall into place, or add mousse for texture and lightness. Want polish? A flat iron wave will give it refinement. And curtain bangs grow out so gracefully that upkeep feels easy rather than demanding. Yet the greatest gift of this style goes beyond technique. It is emotional. The soft shag with curtain bangs says, "I am still here, and I still have spark." It celebrates freedom and individuality after 50. Sometimes, the best way to look younger is not to play it safe, but to wear a style that reflects who you are with confidence and joy. The elegant long layers are a beautiful choice for women who still love the feel of length, but want something lighter and more flattering. Why does it work so well? Because it keeps the romance of longer hair while removing the heaviness that can drag the face down. Hair that hangs in one sheet below the shoulders often pulls features lower, but layers change the story. They create flow, movement, and a sense of energy that feels both graceful and modern. Who suits this style best? Women who prefer longer hair yet crave shape and lift. If you enjoy the softness of length but sometimes feel your hair looks flat or overwhelming, long layers can be the answer. Have you ever noticed how a little framing near the cheekbones can brighten your eyes instantly? That is the quiet magic of architecture in hair. Styling this cut is versatile. You can wear it blown out with bounce, let it fall in natural waves, or smooth it sleek for polish. Because the layers break up the weight, it avoids that one-length heaviness that can make hair look lifeless. Even on days with minimal effort, the shape holds and the style feels intentional. A practical tip makes all the difference. Ask your stylist for layers that frame your face and give structure through the mid-lengths. This way, the hair moves with you rather than against you. Silver strands catch the light beautifully in these layers, while colored hair gains extra dimension. The elegant long layers are not about holding on to youth. They are about honoring your femininity while adding lift, softness, and presence. With the right balance, you can keep the length you love and still enjoy the freshness that comes with movement. Even the most stylish women sometimes hold on to habits that quietly add years. The good news is, each of these has a simple fix. The first mistake is keeping the same haircut for decades. What looked fresh at 40 may not serve you at 60. A small update with layers or a new shape can transform your look without erasing your past. Another mistake is wearing hair that is too heavy or long without layers. Length can be lovely, but when it hangs in one sheet, it drags the face downward. The quick fix is soft layering around the face to restore lift and flow. One-length blunt cuts can also be tricky. On fine hair, they often look flat. On thicker hair, they can feel severe. Ask your stylist for subtle texture near the ends. It makes the cut feel modern and light. Ignoring thinning at the hairline and crown is another pitfall. These areas need attention because they frame the face. A gentle fringe or layers at the crown can disguise sparse spots and create volume. Then there is the temptation to over-volumize or over-style. Teased crowns and heavy sprays may have worked in the past, but today, softness reads younger. The fix is using lighter products and trusting the cut itself to give shape. Lastly, forgetting that cut and color must complement each other can diminish even the best style. The wrong shade can wash you out, while the right tone makes your features glow. Pair structure with color that enhances, whether through highlights, lowlights, or embracing natural silver. These are not drastic changes. They are thoughtful adjustments that honor who you are today, allowing your hair to reflect both wisdom and vitality. We have walked through 6 haircuts that can refresh your look and lift your spirit. The soft layered bob that adds fullness and softness. The textured pixie that frees you and reveals your features. The shoulder-length style with face-framing layers that balances femininity with lightness. The modern blunt bob that brings structure and polish. The soft shag with curtain bangs that celebrates movement and spark. And the elegant long layers that keep length while avoiding heaviness. Each of these cuts is about more than style. They are about presence. They are not here to make you look 30 again. They are here to help you feel like the best version of yourself today. Have you noticed how the right haircut does more than flatter your face? It changes the way you carry yourself. It changes how you meet your reflection in the mirror. That is the true gift of hair that is chosen with intention. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these 6 haircuts speaks to you most? Have you tried one already? Or are you curious about making a change? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story may inspire another woman who is listening. And if you found value here, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you will not miss our next conversation. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you leave with ideas that feel both practical and inspiring. Come back soon as we continue exploring beauty, confidence, and style that only deepen with time. Until then, wear your worth and let your presence shine quietly and confidently. Hello there. If you enjoy gentle conversations, thoughtful reflections, and inspiring ideas about beauty, elegance, and growing into yourself after 50, then our community posts are just for you. This is where we share quiet thoughts, helpful tips, and simple reminders that you are not alone on this journey. Feel free to join the discussion, leave a comment, or simply read along and take what speaks to your heart. We're always happy to have you here.